Have you ever wondered why some companies, think Apple or Amazon, just seem to have this magic ability to churn out game-changing ideas one after another? Meanwhile, other companies have maybe one big hit, and then, poof, they just fade away. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not magic, and it's definitely not just luck. It's a system. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the blueprint that separates those one-hit wonders from the true innovation powerhouses. So let's just get right to it. Is innovation really just a roll of the dice? A random lightning strike of pure genius? No, not even close. The most successful innovators, the ones who do it year after year, they don't wait around for luck to show up. They architect it. They literally build an engine that's designed to consistently pump out valuable, new ideas. So, here's our blueprint for today. First, we're going to tackle the why. Why even bother putting a system around innovation? Then we'll dive into the how to scan your surroundings, really get to know your stakeholders, set some smart boundaries, and most importantly, how to cultivate a culture where creativity can actually thrive. Let's jump in. Okay, first up, why put a system on something that's supposed to be messy and creative? It sounds a little counterintuitive, right? But here's the thing. The goal is to move from just hoping for a good idea to consistently delivering amazing results. It's all about creating a reliable pipeline for innovation, not just sitting around waiting for it to rain. And that brings us to this core idea, the innovation management system. Now, don't let that formal name scare you off. Seriously, think of this less like a strict, rigid rulebook and way more like a flexible framework or a playbook. It's really just the collection of processes, habits, and cultural norms that help you manage everything innovation-related, from that first tiny spark of an idea all the way to a successful launch. And it's not just the company's bottom line that gets a boost. Everybody benefits. Your customers get a partner they can count on to deliver new value. Your teams get a clear process and a shared language to talk about this stuff. It builds confidence for absolutely everyone involved, signaling that this organization isn't just a flash in the pan, it's built for the long haul. Okay, so before you can build anything, a house, a product, an innovation system, you have to survey the land, right? You need to understand the world around you, and just as importantly, you need to take a good, hard, honest look inside your own organization. The first step is always to look outward. No organization is an island. The world outside your four walls is constantly shifting, creating new challenges, but also, and this is the exciting part, brand new opportunities for innovation. You have to be paying attention. So what exactly are you looking for out there? Well, we're talking about the big stuff. Political changes, new regulations, major economic trends. Are there big social or cultural shifts happening that are creating new customer needs? What about that mind-blowing new technology that could completely reshape your industry? Spotting these forces, especially the potential disruptions, is your first step to actually using them to your advantage. Okay, once you've scanned the horizon, it's time to turn that lens inward. And this part requires some serious honesty. What are your organization's actual strengths and weaknesses? Not what you wish they were, but what they really are. Where are you truly starting from? And listen, this isn't just about spreadsheets and budgets. It's about your ambition, your existing culture, what are your secret weapons, your brand's reputation, your team's unique knowledge, and hey, what have you learned from those projects that didn't go so well? Having a really clear-eyed view of your internal reality is absolutely critical if you want to build a system that's actually going to work for you. This brings us to a part of the blueprint that is so important, the people. An innovation system isn't some abstract machine. It's about serving and involving the human beings who matter most to your success. So who are we talking about here? Well, they fall into two big buckets. Internally, you've got everyone from your newest employee all the way up to the CEO. Externally, wow, the list is huge. Customers, partners, suppliers, regulators, even your competitors. Every single one of these groups has a stake in what you do. But just making a list of them, that's only step one. The real work, the magic, is in asking this question. What do they actually need and expect from you? And here's a hint. What they say they need isn't always the full story. So you've got to dig deeper. You have to be a detective looking for those unstated needs, the problems people don't even have the words for yet. Remember that value isn't always about money, and you need to figure out what they expect. Are they looking for small, steady improvements, or are they hoping for a game-changing breakthrough? This deep understanding is literally the fuel for your innovation engine.
All right, so you understand your context, you understand your people. Now it's time to draw the map. An innovation strategy without clear boundaries isn't a strategy, it's just a wish list. You have to define your scope so you can focus all your energy and your resources where they'll have the biggest impact.
And defining your scope just means getting specific. Which products or services are fair game for innovation right now? Which teams need to be in the loop? Are you thinking locally or are you trying to solve a global problem? Setting these boundaries doesn't stifle creativity, it channels it. It keeps your efforts from getting scattered all over the place and becoming ineffective. Let's move on to what might be the most important piece of this entire blueprint. You can have the best strategy and the most brilliant processes in the world, but without the right culture, they're just words on a page. This is all about creating an environment where great ideas can be born, nurtured, and actually brought to life. So how do you do it? Well, it starts by actively encouraging curiosity and giving people permission to try new things, to experiment. And this one is huge. You have to create a space where it's safe to learn from failure, not a place where it gets punished. It's about championing collaboration and actively seeking out different points of view. And I really want to double down on that collaboration point. Collaboration is the engine of innovation. It's how you share knowledge, it's how you access new skills, and it's how you smash different ideas together to create something totally new and unexpected. Any system that doesn't actively encourage collaboration is missing its most powerful ingredient. Phew, we have covered a ton of ground in building out this blueprint. So let's just pause for a second, pull it all together, and review the foundational pillars of a really powerful innovation management system. So, here it is, your whole blueprint boiled down to 4 foundational pillars. It all comes down to this. First, understand your context. Second, know your people. Third, define your scope. And fourth, build the right culture. If you can get these 4 pillars right, you've officially moved from just waiting for luck to actually manufacturing it. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question, a challenge, really. Building an entire system, yeah, it can feel like a massive undertaking, but it always starts with small, simple steps. So looking at these pillars, what's one thing, just one small thing, you can do this week to help build a better culture of innovation right where you are? Think about it, because pretty much every huge innovation in history started with one small change.